So guys, the Northerners are now crying out that the main problem of Nigeria is from the north. That if you want to see the thieves, and these are coming from not Northerners, so not Easterners or anything. These are coming from Northerners. They're not blaming or casting their leaders that they are the one that is the main issue we have in Nigeria. Like, I would like guys to hear everybody's point of view, because there are like 3 persons that talks in this video. So they are busy airing their views that Northerners are the main issue we have in Nigeria, that the Northern governors are the main issue we have in Nigeria. You know, a lot of blames are coming down to the elders in the north, and I think they are woken up and they've realized that the main issue we have in Nigeria is the north. Because the main reason why Tinubu won the election was the north, because they were busy giving little children voters card, people now up to 18 years voters card to come vote. And now their eye have clear, because Tinubu is not doing anything in the north. Tinubu is mainly working for the southwest, if is he working there. So they are angry, and they are begging the southeast to join them and remove Tinubu come next election. Let's wait for the next election fair, but now let everybody chop the shege which we put ourselves in. That's the main thing. Let everybody enter that shege. Let me like guys watch that video first, and then I will see you guys as you comment in the comment section.
Let me tell you the major problem of Nigeria. The major problem of Nigeria is northern part of the country. Northern Nigeria are the major problem of Nigeria. If you want to see conflict, northern Nigeria. Rape, northern Nigeria. Refugees, northern Nigeria. Thieves. In fact, if you want to see thieves stealing on an industrial scale, come to northern Nigeria. Thieves fully engaged in primitive accumulation, come to northern Nigeria. In fact, I am from northern Nigeria. I am proud to be an indigenous of Borno State. I am from Borno State. I am proud to be an indigenous of Borno State, from the northern part of the country. But I want to tell you that the major problem of this country is northern part of the country. These are people, if you want to see hatred, if you want to see conflict, if you want to see nepotism, cronyism, any other thing you can label. In fact, northern if you carve out southern part of the country from Nigeria and give it 10 years, they are going to be recognized among community of nations because of the development they will have. 70% of the people who govern this country are from the northern part of the country. But if you want to see hunger, starvation, and any other thing, it's from the north. Why? We are the major problem. But our people doesn't want us to be speaking the truth. And that is why we continue to somersault in this kind of issue.
The north is very selfish. And the north feels that Nigeria is their property. The north feels that the north alone owns Nigeria. But I just want to remind them that in 1914, Britain did that bad business called amalgamation. And amalgamation means bringing the East, the West, and the North together to form a country. Before Britain came here, we were living at 3 nations. East was a nation. Definite culture, kind of government, and language. So was the North, so was the West. The East was Biafra, the West Oduduwa, and the North Arewa. And that is what it has been. But Britain, for their own good, brought us together and formed one country, Nigeria. There's no tribe that has ruled Nigeria like the North. And desperation is very, very destructive. And North is very desperate for power. And that is very bad. No tribe in Nigeria is a slave. No tribe here is just for makeup. Every people that make up this country is very important. And there's no tribe in this country that does not have good brains that can come into government and governance and give us ideas that can, make us what we should be. So it is very wrong for the North to always believe that only them will be in power. and consequently be desperate to have the power with them. It is very, very wrong. It is very, very wrong. I don't like that. And it is not helping us. The North has been there for over 40 years. What are they looking for again? And when they talk and when they do all those things, they don't consider the Igbo man, because they feel the Igbo is not part of Nigeria. And these are part of the things that, annoy the Igbo man. These are part of the things that bring about agitations. You understand? And instead of these people trying to proffer solution to the agitations, they are worsening, the agitating, situation. It is just too bad. And like I say again, it is a pity that we'll find ourselves in this kind of a mess and messy place.
Do you see them succeeding in this bid to return power to the North, with the South remains silent about this development?
Oh well, the North is united, but the South is divided. The North is made up of one tribe, Hausa, but the South is Igbo and Yoruba. And I have discovered over time that the Yoruba man prefers working with the Hausa man than Igbo man. So the Southern house is divided, and it gives an advantage to the North in the political balance. You understand? So maybe they will have their way. Maybe they will have their way.
And if that is possible, would that degenerate to the disintegration of Nigeria already with the overheated politics?
I don't know. But one thing I know for sure is that the will of God will be done in Nigeria one day. God is stronger than any man or any group of people. And what he wants for his people, he knows how to bring it about. So, to plan is for man, but to execute is for God.
Why are the Northern leaders angry? Northern youth angry about Tinubu tax reform? Why are you angry? If people say you don't want to build the North, if people say you don't want to build your zone, somebody is trying to build his own zone despite the fact that he lost election in his state. He's trying to build his own state, and people are complaining. Do you know how long you people have been in power? What have been the tangible thing you people done for North? It is out to share money VAT now on the para on top place. They say when I no go agree. What do you want me to do? Me live in South people, go the beat people for North. When we are on the power, Muna do something that will generate revenue for now. Muna create job, create company, Muna create seaport where we say money go enter North so that industry go dey North. Una no dey do that one. Now only bandit and kidnapping una sabi sponsor. Now, Ba say in one Lagos to receive the highest revenue VAT. Una dey para say una dey use 2027 treaty now. 2027 treaty who na Tinubu na one treaty for election. Shebi Atiku dey ballot boss. Atiku no be from no. Why una no support am? Na dey whine us. People they suffer when I not talk down, but when you reach out to share money now when they para. Tinubu, I beg, do anything you want to do. Make sure say that bill is stand. I don't say my voice no matter, but make sure say me I support Tinubu for this one. What you wanna they do for that North? What you wanna ever do? What you Buhari do for North? If now win power now, everybody now on our own. When they do everything, when I even they build South, leave North. And this part itself saying now North get power, will not you now do for North. Nothing. Person you want do, me do, Tinubu, that bill must stand. Find your way out. Even though they don't feel stop you for 2027 election now. They don't feel stop you. They don't feel stop you.
Governors are responsible for the economic failure, insecurity, chronic unemployment, acute poverty, and educational backwardness in the northern region. The northern leaders of today are not compared. You cannot compare them with the northern leaders of yesterday. If you look at the legacies of the late Ahmadu Bello Sardauna of Sokoto, he left a very important economic, social legacies. Today, they are nowhere to be found in the northern Nigeria. Arewa Textile, Bank of the North, New Nigerian Newspaper, Northern Nigeria Development Corporation, and many economic enterprise. Kaduna Refinery is not working. When the Mr. President also withdrew the police subsidy, which of the governor in the northern region have complained loudly or cried foul? When the electricity tariff have been increased, which of the governor have cried loudly or complained loudly that the other segment of the country is subsidizing the northern extraction? So these leaders of today are power drunk, and they are intoxicated by politics, and they only want this money to be allocated to them from the federation account for personal enrichment, not for development of the northern region.
They are crying because Tinubu is not doing anything tangible in the north. And they ask them a question: since they've been in power, what have they done? What have they done in the north? Nothing. Now they are angry that Tinubu is not working in the north, that Tinubu is doing that. And they are all pondering on this coming election. That let the southeast, let the southwest, and the north join hands together and remove Tinubu from office. They think it's that easy. Do you think it's easy to remove a ruling party from seats? It's very difficult to come that election because they will still find their way and win the election. Last election, we all thought that we have defeated this party, we have done everything possible to stop this, their rigging of election. But what happened? They still rigged it in the broad daylight. So it will be difficult to even, if like join forces, it will be difficult to remove this current party now from seats because they already have their way. They've bought those important persons that needs to be bought. The judiciary, the INEC chairman, the INEC, everybody, the INEC bodies, everybody have been bought. So they can be easily rig the election again come 2027. So let us be living with the consequences of what we have done. And then the Northern are crying out that Tinubu must go, Tinubu must go, that they are not afraid of him, that this and this and that. That's not where it ends. This is the consequences that we put ourselves in. So we must live with the consequences. The Northerners must live with the consequences of what they've done. Because they are the mates, they always think this country belongs to them. And now they are seeing shaking, they are running so that they must divide Nigeria or else they will declare war. So in that video, I heard some opinions of some persons. But what do you think about this video just watched? Now let me hear in the comment section, and I'll be with you guys shortly in my next video. If you're new, you can subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Stay tuned, guys.